Need a boost? Sometimes all it takes is tapping into your inner cool. Icebreaker's gum helps you unleash the confidence within. Each chew releases a rush of icy flavor powered by cooling flavor crystals, sending a wave of refreshment to reinvigorate all your senses. Icebreaker's convenient pack fits everywhere, from car cup holders to backpack pockets, so you can find your cool wherever you go. Grab Icebreaker's gum online or at a store near you.
You know what's really terrifying? That unfinished college degree lurking in the background, just sitting there, waiting for you. That's where Southern New Hampshire University comes in. With flexible online degree programs, there's no commuting, no rigid schedule, and no more excuses. Plus, they have some of the lowest online tuition rates in the U.S. Visit snhu.edu/morbid to learn more before your degree becomes just another story about what could have been.
Every good detective needs a partner to support them on important cases. Think of a State Farm agent like your sidekick, there to help you along the way in your search for coverage. State Farm can help you choose the coverage you need, whether it's for your home, car, boat, or even RV. With so many options, it's nice knowing you have help finding what fits for you so you can get back to solving all of life's bigger cases. Go to statefarm.com or use the award-winning app to connect with a local agent and get a quote. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey weirdos, I'm Ash.
And I'm Alaina.
And this is Morbid.
It's Morbid.
And it's listener tales.
Which means it's
brought to you by you, for you, from you, and all about you.
That's right. And this one, we got some good ones. You guys are always providing. Always and forever providing.
Always and forevskis.
As we were reading them, we were like, why are these all so good?
Yeah, we were lolling.
Like, why is it always great?
I wish we could do listener tales like once a week.
I wish we could too.
That would be amazing.
Just like in addition.
Yeah, just
to
like,
our 2 episodes, just do an extra.
We should shelf that.
We're gonna shelf that idea.
All right.
And we'll just put it, we'll keep the 2 episodes maybe. Who knows? I don't know. Do you know? I don't know.
Evolution.
Darwinism. I don't know. So the Galapagos.
The Galapagos. Weird birds.
Weird birds.
This could go on forever.
It could.
Was it dodo birds? Sorry.
Dodo birds, yeah.
Was it? Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Right.
But they're not around anymore, but we are. And you know what? I just had to say something because our first listener tale connects to this.
Oh.
Today is a very special day, and I will get to it in 1 second. My garage door is opening, but if you hear that, I'm sorry. But so today I woke up and weirdly, my youngest is not a great sleeper, so we were up like all night with her, and I got to sleep like very briefly early in the morning. So in my early morning sleep,
that's heinous.
My little nest
Cat
of sleep
nap.
for like a minute and a half, I had a dream, and I had a dream that I was in my living room with John. And I went to walk and I tripped over something, and I automatically, because in life this is very typical, I tripped over something and I was like, oh, Bubba, you just got in my way. I thought she was right in front. It's just a natural reaction.
Yeah.
And in the dream I looked at John and was like, oh, I acknowledged that she wasn't around anymore, and that was just my mind saying that.
Yeah.
Which was weird in the dream that I acknowledged that she wasn't there.
Right.
Because usually dreams are not like that.
Mm-hmm.
But in the dream, we looked at each other, then I looked down and Bailey was there. And she was doing this crazy, she used to do this crazy butt wiggle when she got
Booty
really
dance.
excited that her entire lower half would almost come disconnected from her body. She would wag it so hard.
Yep.
So she was doing that, and she had both her eyes. So she had those big round Bailey eyes. She was so happy, and I tackled her, and we were just like snug at each other. It was so brief, and I woke up immediately after it.
Yeah.
And I was crying in the dream, literally being like, it's Bailey, she's here, freaking out.
And
I
then
woke
did you
up
wake
and I
up
was
crying?
like, oh man. And I was like, but that was weirdly comforting. I felt like she was saying hi.
Because she was. They people and animals do that.
Well, and then to make it even weirder,
Yeah.
I went downstairs, I'm telling John about it, and he was like, well, today's her birthday.
Yeah.
And I was like,
it's my birthday. What's
wait
up?
a second. And I was like, because I just haven't been keeping track of days. I'm like all off on I had no idea it was January 4th today. So she, on the morning of her birthday, which I totally didn't know it was the 4th today, I had a dream about her where she had her eyes. She was happy as a clam.
Because she has her eyes and
And
she's
I was
happy
like,
as a clam now.
She was totally being like, it's my birthday, bitch. Eat some steak for me.
It's Bubba,
like,
bitch.
she was, because we were talking about how we always, like, cooked her steak on her birthday.
I know.
And we would get her a little cake and everything. But it was so comforting. I was like, she totally came to visit.
I love it.
And she was just letting me know. Just let me know I got there.
She's like, I'm having a good birthday. We just wanted to stop by.
Just with John's grandma. She loved John's grandma. So I feel like she was just being like, we're hanging out, me and Nana. So, like, what's up?
I love it.
It was so comforting. And then, so we're looking into the listener tales. And what pops up? I was like, wow.
Yeah. I haven't read this yet, and I think it's gonna fucking ruin me.
So this listener tale is called A Tribute to Bailey.
Oh, God.
And I was like, are you kidding me?
I just saw the preview of it,
Yeah.
and I haven't read it, and I'm genuinely nervous that I might start crying.
Let me tell you, there's a beautiful furry boy attached to this, too.
There is.
So this says, hey girls, my name is Dee, and I am from the great land that produced Ivan Milat, Catherine Knight, and far too many creepy crawlies to count. You guessed it, Australia. Australia, for anyone not familiar with our incessant love for shortening any word we possibly can. I love Australia.
And you do that, too.
I do.
Yeah.
We do that in this house, so I feel like we vibe.
You do.
I was sitting here sweating into my keyboard. Gotta love the Southern Hemisphere at Christmas. That must be so weird. Listening to Alaina recount the loss of your beautiful Bailey. And it suddenly occurred to me that sharing my batshit crazy story of losing my fur baby and the completely amazing thing that happened shortly after may give you both some comfort. Which, first of all, I appreciate that so hard that you did this.
That's so nice of you.
And you did. You gave me comfort, so I love you.
I'm ready for the comfort.
So here it is. Apologies for the atrocious grammar, and if it is too long, never. I do tend to suffer from verbal diarrhea from time to time.
Me too.
So I had always wanted a golden Labrador, and finally managed to convince my mom to get one in 2009, once our other rescue dog had sadly passed. I vividly remember going to a breeder to choose a puppy, and of course the old cliche of the first puppy that came up to me, I was hooked. I found my girl! We named her Sam, and despite the crazy few puppy years of chewing everything in sight, she fit in and stole our hearts and my bed.
Yes.
This is exactly what happened with Bailey, by the way.
Remember when Bubba would eat all of your shoes?
Literally all of them.
Every single pair of like beautiful like heels that you
Any
had.
new shoe I had, she ate.
She was like, I want it.
And I'm like, I hope you have that whole pile of shoes to chew on.
She definitely does.
She had a great life and was spoiled rotten. Same. I have plenty of amazing pictures of her dressed up in Halloween costumes, sitting next to the Christmas tree, and of course, being an Irish family, she had to also dress up for St. Patrick's Day.
Fuck yeah.
You sound exactly like us.
Yes, you do.
Fast forward to November 2018, and I woke up one morning to Sam vomiting, eye twitching and not able to walk straight. In an absolute panic, I took her to the vet and was somewhat relieved when they informed me she just had vestibular disease, which is essentially an inner ear infection quite common in geriatric dogs of any breed. They gave me some medicine for her and said if she's too dizzy to drink or keep down water, then I would need to take her to the veterinary hospital so they could get some fluids into her. She improved slightly later that day, so I had high hopes. That is until the next morning when she wasn't in her bed. My heart stopped when I found her at the back of the garden, unable to lift her head. Shivers ran through my body, as I know when some animals know they are dying, they go as far away as possible to do so. Oh. So with my dad's help, we carried her into the car, and it was then I noticed how yellow her gums and eyes were. My fears were confirmed when the vet told me that's not normal, and she needed to take bloods. The crazy thing is, I remember being so calm, discussing with my dad that if she is in pain, we have to do the right thing by her as we waited. This is exactly what happened with us, too. I was very calm, and I was trying to be, like, strong, because I know, like, obviously we all had a bond with Bailey, but John and Bailey had a soulmate level bond.
Like, words cannot even describe
they were
the
meant to
bond.
be in each other's lives, Bailey and John.
Truly.
I truly believe that, and so I was like, I gotta stay strong, because he needs to be allowed to, like, just lose it.
Yeah.
And I need to, like, keep it together.
Yeah.
And so I kept telling him, like, we are doing the right thing. Like, she is sick. We don't want her around just for us. And he was like, I know. And you try to keep, you're so calm, but then when it happens, it's like, no.
I don't think anything ever prepares you for that moment.
Yeah, you can never prepare for it. So, back to the story. Only to surprise myself by breaking down and sobbing uncontrollably when the vet came back in and confirmed she only had hours left to live.
Oh my God.
Bloods were really bad, and she was thinking it was cancer. There was no hope. I always thought that when the day came, I would be there to hold her paw as she was put to sleep. But suddenly the uncontrollable grief was so overwhelming, and I could see in Sam's beautiful brown eyes she was concerned about me.
Oh God, you're gonna ruin me.
Thank God my dad was there, who bravely offered to stay with her. So I leant down, gave her a hug, told her I'm sorry and I loved her, and sobbed the entire way out to my car. I'm sure scaring the other people in the waiting room.
Oh.
To make matters worse, that night, my then boyfriend broke up with me.
Fuck that guy. Are you shitting me?
What? Yes, ladies. I was one car crash away from a Grammy Award-winning country and western song.
For real?
Damn, what an asshole.
What a dickwad.
The next few days were a bit of a blur, understandably. I remember crying every night and asking Sam to forgive me. Oh my God, this is exactly what we have done. This is like wild. We literally said that to her as it was happening. We were like, please forgive us. Like, it was that.
And what? It's not even like a forgive thing. Like,
oh, yeah.
You did exactly what
but
was
you
right for her.
immediately have horrible
of
guilt.
course.
You have horrible second thoughts.
But I'm going to tell you forever that, like, you did exactly what you needed to do.
I'm starting to feel that way now.
Yeah.
It's starting to feel a little better. But, man, it's
You
tough
did
at
right
first.
by that puggle her whole damn life.
Oh, so I cried every night and asking Sam to forgive me until one morning when I heard my parents leave for their usual coffee run. The house was silent and I turned over in bed hating my life. When out of nowhere I could hear loud music. Thinking my mom had just left the TV on, I begrudgingly got out of the bed to turn it off, but the TV wasn't on. I followed the sound into my office and stood there completely gobsmacked at realizing the music was coming from my computer. My locked computer in sleep mode that nobody knows the password to. In a matter of mere seconds, my brain went from trying to make sense of how to actually hearing what was playing. Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Like,
Okay.
it's a beautiful version of that song. And then it hit me. When pets pass over, they are meant to cross the Rainbow Bridge. When I say I fell to the floor in a puddle of tears, that's an understatement.
My God.
My logical mind was still not making sense of how on earth this song was playing with my computer still in sleep mode that I don't have any music on it as it's my work computer.
Wow.
The craziest thing is, this actually happened. I'd like to think it was my girl's way of letting me know she's okay and that she forgives me for not being there as she passed. Either that or my computer is haunted, but I'm pretty sure it's Sam.
It's Sam. I think
definitely
it's Sam. Oh, you got me tearing up out here.
Right? As a tragic spinster dog mom myself, my sincere condolences on the loss of Bailey. I'd like to think after the amazing event that I experienced, she's in a wonderful place now waiting for you. Whew. Okay, thank you for all the amazing research and shows that keep me entertained as I spend countless hours editing photos of babies. She's a newborn photographer, by the way.
Amazing.
I do get a giggle that while I'm editing these gorgeous cherubs, I'm listening about BTK and Dahmer, keeping it that weird. Hopefully one day when the plague disappears, you can both make it down under to say good day. I promise, despite our reputation, I have never seen a snake in the wild or been bitten by a shark or spider.
That's good to know.
Yeah. Until then, ladies, take care of yourselves, and I hope my experience may have brought you some comfort in this hard time. Rest in peace, Bailey. Love, D.
Sam is the most beautiful dog.
Sam is a beautiful baby.
Her eyes.
Like, I can't.
And it looks like you took this photograph. Okay, fucking talent.
You're phenomenal.
Like, oh, okay, go off.
That made my heart feel so good, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate it, because it immediately made me just be like, oh, they are around.
They
are. It's just, and it's weird that I saw that today when all that was happening, so I feel like you were meant to send me that. We're best friends now. We're soulmates, D. So
as soon as I saw your picture of Sam, I was like, I'm ruined. Goodbye.
That was just so great. I love it.
I love that story.
I love that. I still have a book I bought the girls. I don't know if I talked about the other book that I bought them, but it's really good in case anybody
I think you did. The Invisible Leash.
Yeah, The Invisible Leash. If you have, I'm sure I talked about it, but my brain is scrambled from the end of the year. Again, if you have kids and like pets or like little ones or nieces or nephews or anybody in your life that's little and needs help understanding the loss of a pet, it's a really great book. And it helped.
I love that.
But I just bought another book called The Rainbow Bridge. And it's...
Oh, yeah.
I've been waiting to read it. It's been sitting there. I was
gonna be
waiting
a
to read
tough
it
one.
to the girls. And they wanted to read it the other night. And I was like, can you give Mama just a couple more nights? Like, because I'm just like, I
Yeah.
need to... I need to be a little more prepared for that one because I think it's going to bring me to tears.
I know the baby on Christmas was like, what's that? I won't read that.
I was like, I cannot.
I was like, we cannot read that on Christmas, man.
I cannot do
Leave
that.
it alone.
No. But Dee, that was amazing. And what a way to kick off the listener tales.
I know, and I have one that will really take us to a different place.
It's going to take us to a different place.
This one is called Listener Tale, Sexy Danish Men Near You, Single, Desperate, and Dead.
And in
Alaina
case
goes,
you didn't know, it was the subject that immediately got me.
I love it. Yeah, and you were like, you need to read that one.
Immediately, right now.
I shall. All right, so I'll be experiencing this along with you guys. Hi, Ash and Alaina. I hope you both are doing well. I love your podcast, and I'm happy I've finally taken the time to write out this story for you two after years of being a listener.
Your home should show off who you are. Now is the time to boldly write the newest chapter in your home story. And your main character? It's Ashley. Ashley has styles that balance timeless appeal and modern trends to bring your personal look home. Yes, these are well-crafted and affordable pieces with eye-catching design, but they're also built to stand up to real life. With features like stain-resistant performance fabric, options that are incredibly durable, easy to clean, and stain-resistant with machine-washable covers. Plus, Ashley provides fast, reliable, white-glove delivery right to your room of choice, so you can style your space without any stress. Ashley was nice enough to send us a bunch of new pieces for my pod lab at my house, and when I tell you they deliver it to your room of choice, unfortunately they did have to deliver to the attic, but they could not have been nicer about it. I got, or was gifted, I should say, the Revion Lake sofa and love seat. It's in this like olive colored velvety fabric. It's so nice. I will say it is so freaking easy to clean because if you know me, you know that I have a white cat and a black cat and then a multicolored cat. The white cat loves to just roll all up on this furniture and leave his hair everywhere, but it's so easy to vacuum. I also got the Mikie coffee table. So I have that, like I said, in my attic, but I'm ready to order another one for my living room because this coffee table is so beautiful. It has this like antique old money vibe to it. I absolutely love it. And then finally, I got three actually of the core stone end tables. They have little shelves in them so you can dress them up and, kind of like personalize them to your style. I highly, highly recommend all of the pieces that I got. And I just recommend Ashley in general. It was such an easy process to shop with them and the delivery, all of that from start to finish. It was awesome. Visit your local Ashley store or head to ashley.com to find your style. Getting paid twice a month doesn't mean money is scarce. It just feels that way. That feeling makes you do weird stuff, like putting things on a card you didn't need to. Earnin removes that feeling. With Earnin, you can access up to $150 per day of money you've already earned, plus up to $1,000 between paychecks. Standard transfers take 1 to 2 business days with no mandatory fees, and expedited transfers start at $3.99 and cap at $5.99. 5 million people are already on it, and honestly, it's wild it didn't exist sooner. Download Earnin on the App Store or Google Play, spelled like earning money without the G. Type in Morbid under podcast when you sign up. It'll really help the show. Earnin is a financial technology company, not a bank. Access limits are based on your earnings and risk factors. Standard cash outs take 1 to 2 business days with no mandatory fees. Expedited transfers available for a fee. Tips are voluntary and don't affect the service. Available in select states. Terms and restrictions apply. Visit earnin.com for full details.
I hope y'all will read my story for the podcast. Spoiler alert, we did.
We did.
Or even just for your own pleasure. How about both? You can call me B, and my pronouns are they, them. No need to blur out any names because I've already done that for y'all. Thank you.
You're the best.
I'm a military brat from the USA, so I've lived worldwide, but I'm currently completing my final year of university in Toronto. I often listen to your podcast when I'm on the subway or working from home. I really appreciate that you all often talk about the inequities folks face because of poverty, abuse, mental illness, substance abuse, and other barriers that work, again, wow, did you just hear my Boston accent? I feel like that, I don't even, like, have a Boston accent. Wow. That work against certain communities. Anyways, I don't have a crime-related story, but I have had some obscure experiences while moving from place to place, and I thought that you might enjoy this spooky story about my time in Denmark. Please feel free to shorten this if you need to. No. I just thought that providing some context and history about Denmark might help. I bet it will. If you believe you have issues with a clingy partner, just think about how much more complicated it would be if you were dealing with an overly attached spirit from another country. Well, let's get into it.
Please.
Let's do it.
Let's.
So when I was 18 years old, like every other teenager, I wanted to get as far away from my parents as possible. During my final year of high school, I hadn't really found any universities that interested me, and I was lucky to have parents who worked internationally. So I essentially decided to fuck off to Denmark for a year and do volunteer work. I went on a program and spent half of my year helping at a private school, but they offered to let me try out a new experience and go to a boarding school because of my age. So in Denmark, they have these things called
You kind of say it like high school. I think it's like
Hoskul. It says you kind of say it like high school, but to be honest, my Danish sucks, so I can't help much. I'll try to attach a recording of how to say it. Did that happen?
No.
Nah.
But you know what you thought
I
about
forgive
it.
you.
I appreciate
I
that.
had fun trying to figure that out.
Hoskul.
Don't be fooled by the way it's written. Hoskul actually has nothing to do with high school. They call that gymnasium. And they are actually usually an adult alternative education where folks go to relax and take classes and kind of just get away. They don't offer degrees or anything, but sometimes they have international students like myself, and depending on the school, there's a wide variety of classes provided, like art, music, sports, yoga, and meditation, film critique, and other cool things. That sounds really cool.
I know it does.
It's like fun college if you feel like it.
Fun college, if you feel like it.
Yeah, that's how you guys should market that.
Ash is going to open that up in the USA. She's going to be like, welcome to
college.
Ash's Fun College,
if you feel like it. TM.
where we do things
If
when
we
want
feel like
to.
it. Yeah. True Gemini vibes. They don't offer academic courses, but sometimes you have the option for that. For example, my favorite class I took was a war history class that I took before we went to Berlin called Blood, Death, and Destruction. Jokes aside, they aren't academic spaces, but many adults in Denmark attend school to relax. But the school I went to was only for ages 16 to 19. This school was located 15 kilometers from the town of Rib, I'm not sure, which is in southern Jutland, relatively close to the German border. It's known as Denmark's oldest city, and it's rich in history, with the first official document of the town appearing in 854.
Oh,
Just
854.
a couple weeks ago.
That's when John was born.
Wow,
Just kidding.
That was
I know that was
salty.
brutal.
Whew.
I had to.
That was usually like my moment to say that was when you were born.
Because I was going to say it's when I was born, but then, John's not here to defend himself, so I decided
Easy target.
I decided to unleash that on him.
Sorry, John.
He's only 3 years older than me.
Yeah, sometimes.
2 right now.
Whoa, crazy.
Whoa, I know.
Math. Well, it's made up of old tiny brick buildings, churches, and a towering cathedral that overlooks the town. It's a lovely little town, so if you ever have the opportunity to visit Denmark, please consider stopping by and visiting their Viking museum.
I would love to.
That sounds like a lot of
I
fun.
am partly German.
I am not. During I'm leaving. During World War II, the southern border of Jutland was invaded by Germany, and despite some resistance, Denmark ultimately gave in to the occupation, deciding to retreat and prevent more Danish casualties. As it so happens, my school resides in the area of invasion, with several bunkers scattered in the area, and the tiny village it sits within comprises historic homes. During the war, the school building operated as a hospital for Danish soldiers and refugees from Germany. Through time, the building was a hospital, orphanage, and school before being followed by some oof and on closures. Nonetheless, according to the staff, the main building has history and accounted deaths to it.
Damn. Also, I just realized that I said I'm German. I should go to Denmark because I'm German.
Wow. I mean, I didn't realize it. So.
Germany was mentioned. I think my brain just went there.
Yeah, somebody said Germany.
I just wanted to mention
and
that
you were like,
that
me
I
too.
know where things are.
I don't, so.
Because they were like, you should come to Denmark. I'm like, I'm German. Why not?
Yeah, let's go. You were like, I'll invade again.
Sure.
On the second story of the main building sits 20 or so dorm rooms for students to live in. And while they eventually built more modern expansions, these were still in use. And naturally, I happened to score one. It wasn't glamorous, but I was happy to have a room to myself. So I quickly settled in and situated myself comfortably into my new home. The room never had a dark feeling, but it gave off strange energy. It often felt like I was being watched or something was there, though I never saw anything. At first, things started like your typical ghost story, with unnoticeable things vanishing until the most inconvenient moments, like a hair tie or a pen. I didn't pay much mind to it because I've had experiences with spirits in the past, so I figured that if something was in my room, it'd be best to leave it be. I did the usual, letting it be, knowing I was moving into the room and trying to cleanse the energy a bit with a candle. Things went on like this for a week or so, and then the knocking began.
Oh, okay.
The knocking. Out of the blue, I began to hear a rapid knocking coming from the walls, 5 to 7 knocks or so, all quick and then a brief pause. However, it wouldn't take long to follow. Sure, a couple of knocks might not have been something, but I shit you not, it would not stop. The knocking became so persistent that I became unable to sleep as the noise would wake me. Over the first couple of weeks, it was apparent that I was losing sleep, and I openly talked with the staff about it, so they decided to investigate. We checked the walls, the pipes, the outside trees to see if they were hitting the window, all rational explanations for this annoying sound that would come and go. However, the staff found nothing. I considered moving rooms, but it was too much of a hassle, so I decided to live with the noises with the hopes that it would get better.
Knocking is never something
I want
like
to deal
innocuous. It's always somebody knocking.
Yeah.
And I'm not into it.
Somebody or something.
Somebody or something knocking. Either
Hate it.
way.
Hate it.
Stop a knocking. Just leave.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
There's doorbells. Don't ring them. After eventually becoming the norm, I asked some of the other students that lived in my room before if they ever noticed weird things happening or felt strange sensations, and several accounted that they believed the room was haunted. Well, great. Whoops. We've got a whole ghost on our hands, it seems, but come on, it wasn't actually that bad. Due to my past experiences, I knew better than to try interacting with it, but my friends and I made jokes here and there, and I eventually named the spirit Matthias, a common name for Danish boys.
I love that.
I love that name. I teased the spirit in my room. I teased that the spirit...
You were like...
It was called a reset, thank you. I teased the spirit in my room enjoyed bothering me because I'd play music like Earth, Wind, and Fire
Amazing.
and the Police out loud and dance around, and that he may have grown some sort of affection for me.
I love that.
Something about the idea of vibing with a ghost seemed a bit charming at the time, but Matthias could easily be less than endearing.
Oh, no.
I'm scared. As time went on, the knocking subsided, and I spent most of my weekends traveling out of town to meet up with fellow volunteers and friends in the cities. However, upon my return to campus, I began to wake up with my right leg covered in bruises.
Oh,
okay, so
Matthias
Matthias is getting physical?
I'm not impressed with Matthias anymore.
Violence is not the answer, sir.
No.
They started at my shin and would move up high and higher over the next few nights. It didn't make any sense where they were coming from because my bed wasn't close to a wall or anything, so I didn't know how I would have been getting them. Curiously, it was only on my right leg as well. I wish I took photos, but alas, it seems I never did. It would get a bit better through the week, but as soon as I began packing for a trip or returned, I would wake up with new, painful bruises out of the blue.
Ugh.
That's really creepy. Unsettled, I avoided making any note or mention of Matthias, hoping that it would stop. Eventually, it got better. Until the end of my term.
Because you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube.
You cannot. They
You
do
already
say
acknowledged him.
that if you think that you have a spirit in your house, you're not supposed to acknowledge it.
Really?
And you're not supposed to say the D word in your house.
I feel like that is all very much a big trickety trick because it's like, how the fuck are you not going to acknowledge a spirit? Like, come on. Like, you're supposed to just in your head be like, yep, it's definitely a spirit. But then never say it. Like, come on.
That's what I try to do. Well, you can talk
Come
about it
on.
outside of your house. So, like, just go outside and talk about it.
I'm just like...
Go take a ride and tell your mans that you think
them.
you've got a ghost.
If I see one, I'm like, hey, you were here before me. What's going on? But it's mine now.
Yeah.
We can hang.
Yeah.
But, like, this is mine.
I just don't say anything.
Yeah. And then if it's in the kids' rooms, forget about it.
No.
I will throw hands.
I don't have that option yet. I will throw hands. No, you'll just, like, make friends with them.
I will, that's
Like,
true.
These are mom's friends.
These are mom's spooky friends.
Preceding my departure, all hell broke loose, and the bruises began to appear on other spots now. The knocking, which had stopped for the most part, became persistent and aggressive.
Ooh.
It seemed like every time I needed something, it would go missing, only to appear in a different place from where it had been. Finally, it was time for me to return to the USA.
Yeah,
Bye-bye,
it was.
Matthias. I moved in with my best friend's family. For reference, her mom is Indigenous and very spiritually connected. She's part of the reason why I got thrust into the world of the paranormal shit, and her 2 kids are very receptive as well.
They sound awesome.
They really do. I want to be friends with them. So picture this. You have 7 people in a house, 2 cats and a dog. 4 of us were spiritually attuned, but her mom was the only one that had a real understanding of herself. The rest of us were kind of a chaotic mess of not knowing how to manage our emotions and the strange things that we experienced. But to top it all off, the house we were living in had a spirit in it.
Oh, this is so much.
From
I love
one
the
spirit to
chaos
the
here.
other.
I
I'm also
love
like,
it.
is Matthias gonna like link up with this new spirit?
I don't know.
Does he travel?
I don't know.
For a long time, I've struggled with the sensations I feel and odd things I experience, as they often evoke a lot of fear, yes, and I haven't known how to manage the intensity. This was a particularly stressful period of my life, thanks to trying to prepare for moving to another country for university, the reverse culture shock of returning home, and the strain of being in my hometown. Needless to say, I was feeling rather sensitive and on edge most of the time.
You don't say. I would
too. The anxiety of having a spirit in the house put me even more on edge because the idea of seeing a spirit in the laundry room terrified me at the time. According to her mom, the spirit wasn't violent, but very confused about why she was dead and what happened. That's so sad.
That is very sad.
That hurts my heart.
Oy.
Our dog Max was sensitive to the oppressive feeling in the laundry room and would often whine, bark, or dig at the ground. Sometimes you'd be in the laundry room and then you'd come back, only to see that things on the shelf had been tossed onto the ground. While the spirit scared me, I did my best to settle, avoiding looking down the dark hallway connecting the laundry room and my bedroom.
I'm stressed out for you.
I would be like, who's switching rooms with me? On a sweltering summer afternoon, the power went out in our neighborhood thanks to a squirrel interfering with a power line, so my best friend, her mom, and her mom's boyfriend and I were hanging out in the living room, chatting about school or whatever. I began walking up the staircase to the balcony overhead the living room when I heard a click. Turning my head to glance at the front door, I witnessed a towering shadow figure peering into the entry of the home.
No.
As it leaned in, I heard it say, this isn't my house.
Oh, fuck.
I don't even know what I'd be like, no, it's not.
I would just be like,
turn around. Go home.
I just love that's so casual and so very like,
this isn't my house.
This is my house.
I'd be like, well, get the
weird.
fuck out then.
I'd be like, where the fuck did you come from then?
See yourself out.
Yeah.
Then, all within the same instance, my best friend's mom shot up and yelled out, "What the fuck?" as she bolted towards the figure. By the time she reached the door, the apparition had vanished, leaving the door swinging open and the lot of us in utter shock.
I have chills.
Picturing this, I'm like, whoa.
No.
At first, I thought I was hallucinating until I asked if anyone heard what I did, and her mom said the exact same thing. This isn't my house. I still don't really know how to describe the voice. It was masculine and lower, but at the same time, it didn't feel like it came from a person at all. I hate that. What does that even mean?
How do you know that?
Like it didn't feel like a person?
Oh.
Ugh.
Oh, no.
Ugh.
No.
Either way, chills and discomfort lingered in my body, same, as we frantically tried to make sense of what we had witnessed. Her boyfriend ran outside of the house, checking if anyone was around, but no one was there. However, upon discussing with my friend and her mom, we had all seen the same thing, a featureless shadow figure entering the house. It was baffling, and my friend and I immediately wanted to leave the house, so we decided to fuck off until the power was back.
That's what I would do. Fuck right off.
I'd fuck right off into oblivion.
I would fuck off into the sun. Like,
fuck
I
right
would
off
do
into the ether. Bye.
Bye.
The rest of my evening was uneventful. You deserved that.
You did.
You deserved an uneventful evening.
You
after
earned
that.
boredom.
Until we returned home to chat with her mom. Apparently, things in the laundry room went a little haywire.
She's like, that laundry room.
I'd be like, you need to tear it down.
Shit went down in there.
Shit got cray. The dog had been going off for hours and was running back and forth down the hall, violently digging and tearing up the carpet. I'd be pissed.
Wow.
Additionally, the dry gods
The dry gods
had
arrived.
arrived. The dry goods stored on the walls, pasta, cereal, etc., were torn open and scattered all over the grounds.
Rude.
These things were out of reach of the dog. It was fucking wild.
That's
okay,
really rude.
like I understand that like you're stressed out because you're
dead.
yeah, like super stressful experience.
I
I'm
imagine.
sure.
Yeah.
You don't need to make a mess of my house.
Yeah, you don't need. I mean, I would be like, did you like cereal?
Yeah.
When you were alive?
Would you like a bowl?
Would you like to see it on the floor?
Ask. Write me a note.
I'll
I'll
get
leave
you
out a
one.
whiteboard.
Hell yeah, I'll get you a bowl of cereal.
You want some magic spoon? Yeah, it's delicious.
You don't have to ruin it for everybody.
Just take some. The milk's in the fridge.
It's cool.
We have oat as well.
We have oat.
If you're dairy free. Needless to say, my friend's mom gave all of us, including the house, a full-blown cleanse with sage. The house calmed down after that, but because of the strange thing that the shadow figure said, her mom believes that it was Mateus and that it somehow latched itself to me.
I thought
knew
that
it.
too.
I had a feeling.
When he said that, like, he was like, oh shit, how did I get...
Okay, let's have some real talk, just one-on-one for a second. I know you know this feeling. You start your period and the only pad that you have available is uncomfortable. It's like crunchy and weird. We can literally start our car from our phones, but we're still settling for crunchy, uncomfortable pads. Girl, listen, when you're looking for softness and protection, Kotex has you covered. They are changing the game with a completely redesigned lineup of pads and liners that are designed around what women actually want, like Kotex Bamboo. Kotex Bamboo has a 100% bamboo-derived viscose top layer that provides ultra-soft protection, which means you don't have to worry about feeling itchy or uncomfortable. It's like the worst feeling ever. It's gentle on the skin, and it's made without fragrance, too. Check out Kotex.com for more details on the new and exciting launch of Kotex Bamboo, available in regular, heavy, overnight, and daily liners. Every flow covered. Now available at retailers nationwide.
The Sherwin-Williams summer sale is here. Get 30% off select paints and stains or 35% off their newest product, Emerald Symmetry, July 17th through the 27th. Whether you're looking to refresh your interior or your exterior, they've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
Like, what the fuck? Even though I tried to avoid connecting with it. She told me that sometimes it happens unintentionally, so if it was Matthias, it would make sense why the figure was lost upon entering the front door, as it was on a whole different continent. Because of the tension with the laundry room spirit, she believes the sudden invasion of another spirit caused an uproar and displeased the laundry room woman, hence the disaster.
My God, you had a battle royale of spirits in your laundry room. That's wild.
Also like an overreaction. Like, there's another guy here, so you have to throw my fucking cereal all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if I was haunting a house, though, and some Matthias just comes in and is like, this is my place, but I'm going to hang anyways, I'd be like, fuck you. I'd probably throw some cereal at him.
Do you think so?
To be honest.
But would you clean
I'm
it
thinking
up?
Ghost Alaina. I'm not thinking me right now. But Ghost Alaina, I think I'd throw some cereal at someone if they tried to haunt the same place I did.
I think Ghost Ash would just be like, you want to collab?
Well, it depends. Matthias didn't seem awesome. Like,
Yeah,
he was bruising them up and shit.
That is true. That's like,
so
not okay.
I think this laundry room woman was like, okay, abuser,
You're violent.
Get the fuck out of here.
Fair.
And threw the magic spoon at them.
Fair. If it had been another spirit, I'd be like, yo, let's get into it.
Yeah, they could have had a total collab situation.
Let's
but
vibe.
Not with Matthias.
No, good call. I haven't had anything quite as intense ever since, but I sometimes notice shadow figures. There are instances when I feel like Matthias is still with me. No thanks. And her mom explained that the spirit might always be. No. Figure out a way to get rid of that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't scare me as much now, especially now that I've gotten a better connection to my intuition.
Good for you.
Anyways, that's my story about the time a spirit followed me all across the world, only to try barging into the house and nearly scaring the shit out of everyone, while also pissing off another spirit down the hall. Wow, what a sentence. I hope y'all had a fun time reading this roller coaster of a story. I did. To this day, I will never be really able to explain what that shadow figure was, but considering all the weird shit with the bruises and knocking that happened, the idea of Matthias getting a little clingy isn't that surprising.
For sure.
Thank you so much for the fantastic podcast y'all put together. It always brightens my day to see new episodes and to see y'all cover important cases. I hope you stay safe. I hope you stay safe and take care. And of course, make sure to keep it weird, but not so weird that the spirit in your boarding school room in Denmark wants your attention and gets jealous whenever you leave and then becomes emotionally attached to you and decides to show up uninvited to your home back in the USA and scare the shit out of everybody. Thank you for everything and take care, B. Thank you, B, because I didn't even know that I needed that story, but I did.
B.
I never heard of a clingy ghost before.
That's a truly wild story.
Matthias needs like some better help.
Yeah, but Matthias needs something.
It needs something.
That's all I can say about that.
Get it together,
He
Matthias.
needs something. And I don't blame the laundry room ghost for throwing some Wheaties at him. Because
I still
get
think
outta here.
that was like a bit of an overreaction.
A little rude, but sometimes when you gotta do what you gotta do.
Well, and so, you know, sometimes like you just can't control how you feel.
Maybe she threw the shitty cereal. We don't know. We didn't have the details.
True. Maybe she threw like the Raisin Bran Crunch.
Yeah. I think I like Raisin Bran, though. Is that the one with the raisins in it?
Yes.
Yeah. I like that.
Raisins remind me of old people. We've gone over this.
I know. I actually like Raisin Bran. So, here I am.
Well, that's good.
But that's good.
I'm like, I want the magic spoon, bitch.
Oh, magic spoon is the shit.
It's primo. No other cereal will ever suffice.
This is not even an ad. I just really like magic spoon.
No, I really love it.
All right, so the next one we are going to read is
Kentucky Fried Fright.
Kentucky Fried Fright.
Because I want to read that one.
And it is a tale of how my fat ass was almost murdered on a camping trip.
I feel like I can see myself in this story, so thank you. Because I love Kentucky Fried Chicken. I love it so much.
I bet it's about that.
Better be.
All right, here we go. Some Kentucky Fried Fright. I almost said fight.
I thought you were going to say fart. A Kentucky Fried Fart. That sounds foul.
All right. Hello, ladies. I've sent in a previous email about Bobby Mackey's that I hope you enjoyed. I haven't seen that, but now I'm going to look for it.
Gonna type
so thank
that
you for
in
pointing
later.
it out. But while I'm sitting here listening to some spoopy tales, envious that I don't have any tales of my own, when it struck me, when the time I was almost murdered on a camping trip in rural Kentucky.
How does one forget that?
That, sometimes.
Repressed memories.
This is long, but I'm not going to apologize for it because I can hear you guys saying never be sorry for a long story. Yes!
You get it.
Here it goes. About 4 hours south of where I live is a little slice of heaven called Laurel Lake.
That sounds heavenly.
It does. Laurel Lake. It's got a nice mouthfeel to it.
We love an alliteration.
I love a nice mouthfeel. With words. This lake, that could go weird. This lake is in the Daniel Boone National Forest, which is an expansive and beautiful part of Kentucky. Red River Gorge, mentioned in a previous episode, is also in this massive 700,000 acre forest. Damn.
Whoa. It's a lot of forest.
The biggest attractions include a giant clear lake that was built, as most massive lakes in Kentucky are made, by floating old-ass towns because a baller-ass pristine lake is much more fun than having a bullshit holler to live in.
I think you said floating instead of flooding.
Oh, did I say floating?
I think so.
By floating in
old-ass
towns.
I'll
By
float your
flooding
town.
old-ass towns. We talked about that with Lake Lanier.
Yep. Freaks me out, man.
I'll read that one more time for you just because I fucked that up.
Oh my
By
God.
flooding old-ass towns because a baller-ass pristine lake is much more fun than having a bullshit holler to live in. I digress. Okay, so circa 2000 and something, I don't remember exactly other than it was over 10 years ago, I partied far too hardy to supply dates.
Hey.
My boyfriend Kevin and I had been camping with some friends for a week at Lake Cumberland, also in Daniel Boone and also a flooded town. Safe to say we were filthy as fuck and looked virtually homeless. As we packed up our camp, I called my best friend Bethany. Hey, old bitch, what are y'all doing? Bethany says something along the lines of, oh, nothing, just going camping down at Laurel Lake. I say, oh, fuck yeah. Say we will meet you guys down there because why not? We don't have jobs or common sense at this point, so what's another week of bathing in a lake and shitting in the woods? That's what I always say.
I could never shit in the woods.
No, bears do. Kevin has a little piece of shit bass boat, and by the grace of God, we find this tiny ass boat in campsite, which I didn't even know was a thing.
Like, bring your boat.
Yeah, we find this
BYOB.
tiny ass boat-in campsite that is essentially miles away from anyone that can hear us scream, which is ominous as fuck. Foreshadow much? We find Bethany and her boyfriend Josh at the campsite, which again is no small feat. This is pre-smartphone era where you had 1 bar of service at best and you were praying to the Verizon gods that the person you were calling happened to be standing on even the tiniest of hills in a clearing, so whatever cellular witchcraft could work its magic.
Amazing.
We are talking about the time of, quote, I printed out these MapQuest directions but took the wrong fucking turn, so now I'm lost. Let's just go home. I think you get the point.
So glad that I grew up in a time where there was GPS and not MapQuest.
Oh, I fucked really hard with MapQuest.
I know, because I remember you sitting in the fucking computer room printing out MapQuest directions.
And it's true. You took a wrong turn. You were like, well, guess we're not going. It was literally, that was it.
Like, I have no sense of direction with a fucking GPS. I can't imagine with MapQuest.
It was tough.
And also, like, having to look, like, it just seems dangerous.
Well, you have to have someone with you. You can't do it by yourself.
Yeah, no.
Otherwise, you're really
playing
a
with
risk.
fate.
Yeah, you're being very bold.
Bold move.
So this campsite is heaven. No one is around, and we feel like we are the last people on Earth.
That sounds like hell to me.
I have my 8-pound Dachshund with me, Abby. She is bonded so strongly to me that she will vanquish any rodent that threatens my person.
I love it.
My friends have their 2 dogs, Smoky Bones and Boogie Woogie. I'm dead. This is amazing.
So dead. I also need to know if Boogie Woogie is named after the ICP song
Boogie Woogie Woogie. That's a real story. Yeah. But or Boogie Woogie might be, or no, that's Oogie Boogie. Never mind.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Nightmare on.
I think it's
Before
ICP.
Christmas. Hey, maybe. So Smokey is a majestic 100 pounds of Beagle, who is afraid of his own shadow,
Aww.
and Boogie is about 40 pounds of lean mutt with a fierce killer instinct.
Yes,
Boogie has been known to kill just about anything in her path, including turtles, and she climbs trees.
Wow.
I feel safe with Boogie.
Me too.
The other two, not so much. I'm also more comfortable with dogs around out in the great unknown. They keep it real.
Yeah.
I agree. Anyway, tragically, Kevin lost a great uncle who lived down by the lake, so we thought we would kill 2 birds with 1 stone, funeral and adventure. Have your cake and eat it too. Why wouldn't you go see distant relatives after camping for over a week? I choose not to go because I'd rather not show up at a funeral than to show up to a stranger's funeral smelling of the woods/lake I've been kicking it in. Kevin gives 0 fucks about personal experiences. He didn't pack a suit for his funeral. Instead, he put on his best pair of muddy work boots, his finest of faded t-shirt, and his shortest of cut-off shorts because he's trash.
Amazing.
Josh mentions he will take him to the funeral because he needs to pick up some herbal supplements in town.
Don't we all?
Apparently, our connection is a friend of the guy who brings firewood via golf cart a mile down the dirt trail to the boat-in campers. These guys are cool, albeit kind of weird.
I love it.
These backwoods weirdos offer Kevin and Josh a ride to Josh's car on the cart so they can go to town for both the hookup and the funeral. Again, 2 birds. We might all be trash at this point. It's uncertain.
I love it. I feel as though you guys are my people.
I love that you're like, it's uncertain. I don't know. Josh waves Bethany on to join him on the back of the moving cart speeding away. Then fucking Boogie jumps on the cart. I take a look at Bethany, who shrugs and mouths the word sorry as she rides off into the fucking sunset and leaves me alone at the campsite because there is no room for me on this trip into civilization. Okay, don't panic. You're alone with 2 pussy-ass dogs in the middle of the woods, in the middle of a lake, but that's okay. You're gonna be fine. I'm so goddamned mad at Bethany, like so much for that ride or die bitch. I settle down at camp and know that Josh is a quick, all-about-business type of guy. They won't be gone long. I sit and I wait. I think of taking a nap, but the tent is too hot, and I'm a ball of nervous energy. The sun begins to set, and it's been hours.
Oh, that's not normal.
Does your brain ever do that thing where it sabotages you into being a neurotic mess?
Yes.
Mine sure as fuck does.
Same.
At this point, I'm thinking some weird shit went down and everyone is dead. The car rolled into oncoming traffic and everyone is crushed by a semi. Or murdered by the local population, shot, robbed, and killed by the ever-prevalent mountain people. My friends and boyfriend are dead, and this is my life now.
Oh no.
I've consigned my fate to being the woman of the woods that the locals tell stories about. I'm fucking sick. I pace the woods looking for a cell signal. Remember, I'm stranded at a boat-in campsite with no goddamn cell reception for like 8 hours. My flip phone is a useless piece of shit as I work myself into a nervous frenzy. Again, talk myself down. This is a goddamn roller coaster. Night falls. It's going on 10 p.m. My friends are 100% dead. I am 100% dead. So long, cruel world. Here lies Sarah, a weak-ass bitch that can't handle being alone in the woods for a few hours.
Oh my god.
It starts to fucking thunderstorm.
No, it doesn't.
In case you didn't hear me from the back, the end is near. I am fucked. I'm also dramatic, if you didn't gather that from my immediate sense of impending doom.
Same.
I get the courage to walk the mile or so in the dark-ass woods to the parking lot, not knowing what I'll do when I get there, just hoping I get enough cell reception to make a call.
Oh my god, I'm scared for you.
You're doing more than I would, because I couldn't walk through those woods.
I would just stay put.
I got my little dog, and we are piecing the fuck out of these spooky-ass woods in the rain. Sorry, Smokey, you're gonna have to hold down the fort since you don't like the dark or the rain, motherfucker. Y'all, I start walking, and I see an eerie light. It's the color of those obnoxious headlights that douchebags have.
I know
you
exactly.
know the ones.
Yup, I know exactly.
I'm so cool with these fluorescent-looking bulbs. Hope you don't like being able to see while you drive at night. This light is getting closer.
No.
Abby sees it, and she charges off barking. Through the rain, I see a man. He is shirtless, but has on a yellow rain slicker with matching hat and pants.
Why would he ever do that?
No. This guy looks like a mix between a firefighter and the dude from I Know What You Did Last Summer. You know, that's the first thing that came to my mind.
I thought
Listen.
of I Know What You Did Last Summer, and I also thought of the man that was on the fish sticks box when I was growing up.
Oh my god, the
He has a name.
Gorton's Fisherman.
Thank you.
There you go.
That's who I thought
Good
of.
call. I like that
I used
about
to
you.
fuck so hard with
I like
fish
that
sticks.
about you.
Thank you.
I feel like everyone did. I loved
Fish sticks were it. Why does nobody talk about fish sticks anymore?
Yeah. Where's the conversation around fish sticks?
Why does
everyone?
nobody eat fish sticks anymore? Probably for good reason.
Do people do?
Do people do?
Do people do?
Do people do?
I feel like people do.
I don't know.
I don't know. My kids don't, but I feel like they should.
I would not feed my own personal kids fish sticks.
I don't know. They were great.
Anyways.
So he's carrying that spooky ass lantern, and all I see is this guy coming towards me in the rain. The light is shining, so the yellow is so bright that it leaves a shadow over the face and body. I yell for Abby to run as I see him looming closer. Abby is my BFF, and I know she will have my back, unlike that bitch Bethany who sold me up the river. She will feel sorry that she ditched my ass in the wilderness only to be murdered by a goddamn movie villain. I am freaked the fuck out, so I run. I'm a big girl, and bitch, let me tell you that I've never been a track star, but when I saw this tall-ass motherfucker in a rain slicker walking up on me in a thunderstorm, I straight up Forrest Gumped my ass back to camp. There were literally sparks flying from my screaming. I start thinking, oh my fucking fuck, what do I do? He's getting closer. Then I see him. Kevin?
What?
Where in the fuck did he get this rain slicker outfit? Blue light special from Murderers Are Us? Never have I seen this outfit before, and I melted into that big fucking idiot so hard because I'm one anxious bitch who was on the brink of disaster all day and thought I was about to become a damned urban legend. Bethany and Josh come out of the rain like nothing happened. Pretty chill and uneventful night if you ask me. Know what made it the best trip ever? That I wasn't murdered by a psycho with a backstory and a rain slicker during a thunderstorm. So keep it weird, but not so weird that you take a trip to nowhere with your best friends only for them to go on a sketchy drug deal and a funeral with the only dog who would protect your ass during an attack, only to have a deranged lunatic walk up on your campsite out of the darkness wearing a rain slicker, only for it to end up being your trash idiot boyfriend. P.S. He's still my boyfriend, and he's still trash.
Oh,
P.S.S. Should you decide to share this story over the thousands of others that you read, I give zero shits if you keep everyone's name the same. We're trash, remember?
Oh, yeah, you are.
I love you.
We're all trash
with
here.
Every bit of my soul.
But I need to know, why did Bethany and the other guy leave for so long?
Why were
Where
they there
were they
for so long?
I thought they were just doing a droog deal.
I gotta know. I
Where'd
gotta
they
know
go?
why that took so long.
Yeah, why'd they leave you for so long?
I'm upset for you.
Where did your boyfriend get the fucking rain slicker?
Why was
I have
he
so
not
many
wearing
questions.
clothes? It was only wearing a rain slicker and pants and a hat.
Yeah, like he went to the
There was no
funeral
shirt.
clothed and then he came back naked.
Yeah, we need to know more. You need to give us an update, man.
Update, please.
Please, please, Sarah. Please. Because that was hilarious as well.
That's amazing. That was like the most amazing thing ever.
Sarah, I love you.
All right, my next one is called Listener Tale. My dead mom finally sent me a sign after 5 years because of y'all and y'all's podcast.
Whoa.
I didn't tell her to do that, but I'm glad she did.
I'll take the credit.
Alaina's like, I told
Hell
her to
yeah.
do so.
I did it.
Hey, Ash and Alaina, my name is Kylie. Yes, you're more than welcome to use my name and any names used. You may butcher it just as everybody else does. Don't feel bad. It always happens. Sounds like Kylie, but spelled like above. I really wish that I had read that because I spent about 3 minutes trying to figure out if your name was Kylie or Keely, I think I thought it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suck.
But yeah, Kylie.
Kylie. That's a cool way to spell it. I like it. Anyways, sorry about the little mini TED talk about my name. Don't even. I needed it. So I'll start.
Don't even.
Don't even. So I'll start this like everybody else does. I love you guys so much. I really feel like I'm laughing with a friend, and I even sometimes talk to y'all, even though y'all don't respond. Honestly, I do that to a podcast that I listen to.
I do that all the time.
And sometimes I'm like, oh, I have to tell so and so this, and I'm like, they don't know who I am.
They don't know who that person is.
Yeah.
Oh, I do like last podcast on the left, but I used to do it all the time.
Yep.
I'd be like, oh, like my friend Marcus.
Yeah,
and I was
sup
like,
podcast.
he's not my friend.
That happens to me all the time. I'm like, oh, I have to tell Laura, and then I'm like, oh, she doesn't know who the fuck I am. Like, literally. Anyways, so as you read above, yes, after 5 years, y'all got my mom to get up the courage to say hey to her daughter after 5 freaking years.
This is amazing.
I'm gonna cry. So a little backstory. My mom, mother to 4 of us kids, my older sister, me, and my 2 younger brothers. About 6 years back, my little brother Blake had passed away due to his lungs collapsing. I'm so sorry. He was only 4 years old, but our little angel. This was very hard on my mom and us kids. My mom went through about a year of not getting out of bed and struggling to function, honestly. Me being 11 years old at the time, I was taking care of her since we had a lot going on and a little bit of alcohol and drug abuse. But my aunt, who I'm very close to, came over one day and talked to her. Actually kind of slapped her around a bit. Not literally, of course. And the next thing I knew, the next 3 days right after school, we would go to the beach and spend hours upon hours until dark. I remember those were some of the best days that I had with her. Lying on the sheet laid out on top of the beautiful beautiful white Florida beach sand, looking at the water and wishing it would stop being so loud so I could go to sleep, and looking at my brother thinking of how the hell are you asleep right now? But overall, it was an amazing experience, and if I knew then what I knew now, I would have cherished that time so much more than I did. Well, December rolls around, and something to know about my mom. She absolutely sucks at time management. Sorry, not sorry, Mom. We both know you were late to everything, even your wedding.
Amazing.
Me and your mom have that in common. So Christmas Eve comes around, and she left that night to do last-minute Christmas shop. Well, stubborn little Kylie wanted to go with her mom to the store, but she told me to stay. Begging and begging, finally Mom got agitated and told me to go to bed. Not sure if I told her I loved her before she left. She spent all night with my aunt and absolutely had to pick up my little brother's new bike around 3 or 4 in the morning, even though my aunt offered to get it. She's also very stubborn and had to get it done. So needless to say, I didn't get to spend that Christmas with her. She tragically got in an accident on the way home on December 25th, 2015. That's the most horrific thing. I'm so sorry that you went through that.
Seriously.
I won't go into great detail about that. I'm sure you, after all this, you're thinking, damn, this chick has gone through some shit, and now we have to come to this.
Wow.
I know,
we
I
are
feel so bad. Well, fast forward 5 years, it's November 2021, and I was on the way to Georgia to visit some family friends. Now, I remind you, this was my first long road trip. I was with my younger brother, and it was about 8 hours. Y'all got me through nearly the entire trip. I'm glad.
I love that.
My brother threw in his headphones, and I thought, yes, this is my chance to catch up on some Morbid. Well, some time goes on, and out of nowhere, I see my brother pop up, and he goes, he did what to his wife?
Oh my God, that's amazing.
I looked at him and realized he had been listening along with me the whole time, and I busted out laughing. So about 3 hours, I was
Getting scared is one thing. Getting a thrill is, well, you want more of those in your life. The Genesis GV70 is built to thrill, baby. A thrilling yet elegant design always makes driving the GV70 an exciting adventure. Its powerful athletic stance screams performance and turns heads. Everybody's looking at you, girl, or boy, or whoever. Command the road and experience a class-leading standard 300 horsepower. Oh my God. Plus, discover the different dynamic drive modes for all different terrains. Choose between the different terrain modes for whatever road conditions you may encounter. The Genesis GV70's award-winning technology and performance lets you drive with comfort and drive with confidence all at the same time. It's an exciting SUV with intuitive tech that can make your ride smooth even when the road isn't. And its blind spot cameras allow you to see what's next to you. It's like having eyes on the side of your head. That's pretty iconic. Its performance, by the way, is measured not only in power, but in how it makes you feel confident, sexy. The Genesis GV70. Learn more at genesis.com and feel the GV70. These long dog days of summer, I mean, we just made it through a heat wave. Mama was parched through this heat wave. I was hitting up Dunkin' every single day, and I will continue to, probably for the rest of my days, but especially this summer. Dunkin' is helping everyone stay cool this summer with its lineup of refreshers. These drinks are packed with bold, fruity flavors and served ice cold. It's amazing. Dunkin' refreshers are the perfect afternoon pick-me-up. I like to start my morning with them personally, and then sometimes I go back for a second one because I'm just feeling crazy. They come in a variety of delicious flavors, including fan favorites mango pineapple and strawberry dragon fruit. And then for a limited time, there's black cherry and there's pink pineapple. I'm going to tell you something right now, and it's a bold claim, let me tell you, but I stand behind it. Pink pineapple will change your life. It is so good. It has me feeling like I'm sitting in a pool, resort side, just living, honey. It's so yummy. Try your favorite flavor with green tea, sparkling water, lemonade, or Dunkin's all-new limeade. I haven't tried the limeade yet, but I'm going to. Usually I get my drinks made with green tea and occasionally lemonade, but I do really like the green tea. Or if you don't want to build your own, try one of Dunkin's curated refreshers like the Cherry Lime Ricky or the Ultimate Pink Daydream. The Cherry Lime Ricky, scrumptious. I could drink like 3 of these a day. They're so freaking yummy. Head to Dunkin' today and find your favorite refresher. Dunkin' refreshers contain less than 1% fruit juice. Limited time offer.
Driving through Alabama, and I was about to pass Auburn University. This is where my older sister had graduated, and even though my mom was an Alabama fan, she was very proud of my... So wait, is she not an Alabama fan?
No, she's an Alabama fan, not an Auburn fan.
Oh, okay.
I feel like, wait Wait, I'm confused.
I saw A's and I was like, goodbye. So even though my mom was an Alabama fan, she was very proud of my sister for going. She sadly passed away before she could see my sister graduate.
Aww.
Well, I had been wanting to stop by Auburn the whole drive since my sister would always take us there every time we went to Georgia. Well, since it was the first trip I took as the driver, I didn't want to fuck up the GPS, so I just left it be and kept driving. Around the same time, I was listening to one of y'all's listener tales. I can't remember exactly in which one, but the girl in your story was talking about how she asked her deceased father for a sign, and he was apparently very sarcastic. Well, the next day
I remember this one.
I do too. Well, the next day she had a literal sign in her front yard with a heart on it.
Yep.
I love that one.
I love that.
The whole time I was just wishing my mom would give me a sign since I haven't heard from her since the day she passed. Well, at that exact time, my GPS said it was rerouting, and I thought, well, fuck, I missed a turn, so I'm so into this podcast. Well, I get over to take the exit, and it takes me straight through to Auburn in a circle. No, takes me straight through Auburn in a circle, puts me back on the interstate, and I look to my right, and I'm passing the exit I just took. So that's my story. Sorry it was super sad at the start, but just know y'all are the reason I finally got my closure that my mom is watching over me.
I love that.
That's so beautiful.
She was like, go through Auburn, man.
She was like, do it. You've always wanted to go. P.S. I'm listening to y'all right now, and Ash would really appreciate the word yeet in my story. So here you go, Ash. Yeet. Oh my
and
God.
it has the little sparkles next
Which
to
I
it.
fucking love the sparkle emoji, so thank you very much. Well, with all that, stay weird, but not so weird that you randomly come across a podcast that you low-key fall in love with, accidentally make your brother listen to it, and then make him question why men cut up their wives with a chainsaw, and ask for a sign from your dead mom, then go through the university your older sister graduated from and realize that the speakers of your favorite podcast literally became your guardian angels and made your mom go the balls to give her a sign that literally was there after nearly 6 years.
That's amazing.
I love that.
That is amazing.
Ruined me.
What a story.
And what a strong human being you must be.
Kylie, you're the best. Better than all the rest. So the next one that I have is a starch departure.
Oh.
It's called My Dad Worked with John Wayne Gacy.
Yep.
Which, wow, okay. Here
Not
we are.
burying the lead there.
Nope, here it is.
That's
and thank you for
bananas.
doing that.
I know, that got my attention.
So this is from listener Katie.
Ooh.
And it says, let me make it bigger because my glasses are in the mail. Warby Parker.
Hey, not an ad.
Not an ad, just excited to get new glasses. My friend Lauren and I are big on true crime, and she introduced me to your podcast and the John Wayne Gacy docuseries on Peacock. We both feel a sense of connection to the John Wayne Gacy case because we both grew up in the Chicago suburbs. I grew up in Des Plaines, Illinois, and graduated from Maine West High School. My dad also grew up in Des Plaines and graduated from Maine West High School in 1975. That's where this story begins. My dad walked across the stage of high school graduation in spring of 1975. In the crowd of around 1,000, dem boomers, damn, other students were Carrie Peast and John Sick. All three would encounter Gacy in some way, but only two would walk away to try to live their lives. John Sick's Maine West 1975 class ring would be among the evidence found in Gacy's house to identify John as among those buried in the crawl space. After graduation, my dad became a bricklayer and worked for a local contractor. He worked hard, made good money, and was happy with his employment situation. This is what my dad credits to being his saving grace during the summer of 1978. You see, there was another contractor in the area who would hire young men between 15 and 25 and pay them good money as a lure. His name was, you guessed it, John Wayne Gacy. Thankfully, my dad was not one of them, but that summer, Gacy needed some extra hands, and my dad was one of those set of hands. At 21 years old, my dad got to work. He minded his own business and thank the sweet heavens was loyal as fuck to his boss. When asked if he wanted a job, he politely declined, saying he was happy where he was. I don't know if my dad caught a vibe or is just a Hufflepuff like myself. Hufflepuffs for trans rights. F you, JKR.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm a Hufflepuff.
You are a Hufflepuff. I'm a Slytherin.
That literally goes without saying.
For trans rights. Fuck you, JKR. I'm also attaching two pictures. One is a picture of Robert Peast from the docuseries, and one is of my dad around the same time. Shit is wild. When you look at these pictures, they are almost identical.
Wow.
Yeah, identical.
They literally are.
When Robert Peast went missing in December of 1978, leading to the investigation and discovery of 29 out of the 33 victims being found on the Gacy property, it's safe to say the news was everywhere. When the news reached my dad, he was about to shit his pants, according to my mom. I joke with my friend Lauren about how casual my dad is about having worked with John Wayne Gacy while fitting his perfect victimology and while he was mid-murder spree. Now, Ash, I can't speak for your dad. I think they thought your dad was the one who had the connection, but it was actually Drew's dad. But yeah. Future, dad-in-law.
Yeah, exactly. But partially my dad.
No, Ash, I can't speak for your dad-in-law, but I think I understand why my dad is so casual about it. You see, when I ask him questions about that summer, the first thing he mentions are the people he knew. He didn't know Robert Piest, but he was friendly with his sister. And while I obsess about how close my family came to this, my dad keeps the focus on those who were lost. This case hit the town of Des Plaines and Maine West High School very hard. When we read about cases and watch shows about them, sometimes we forget that these were real people, all young and had goals and dreams and families. They all had a moment to realize what their fate would be, and they probably thought of their families. Mm-hmm. I have a great deal of respect for how my dad chooses not to make this tragedy about himself. I've learned from his handling of my constant questions. What Gacy did to those boys and those families is atrocious. Justice has technically been served, but after watching his manipulations of his story after the trial in the docuseries, go watch it go watch it, you'll be fucking livid. Mm-hmm. It still feels so yucky and unfinished. I agree. Whenever you hear that fucker talk, I know he's gone, but it's like...
He's such a dick.
He's such a shitbag. I guess that's just what happens when monsters are discovered. Gacy was put to death in May of 1994, at which point my dad had the opportunity to get married and start a family. I was born 1 month before Gacy was executed, bringing some joy to a dark memory in my dad's mind.
Wow.
Anyway, I hope you keep it weird, but not so weird that you accidentally volunteer to help a serial killer, but do be so weird that you catch vibes and save your own life because you're loyal as fuck. Katie.
That is bananas. The, comparison of these two photos,
it is wild.
They could be brothers.
They could be twin brothers. I mean, it is like the same boy.
That's nuts.
Unreal.
Oh, that's so sad
too. I know, whenever you see Robert Piest or any of these victims, you're just like, these adorable boys, just their whole lives in front of them. The John Wayne Gacy case is a true nightmare of epic proportions.
Very much is. He was just so disgusting.
Thank goodness. Yeah. Thank goodness they're still identifying victims because that's necessary.
Absolutely.
Thank goodness for DNA and genealogy right now.
I know.
Whew.
Finding a skincare routine that worked for my skin and easily fit into my day was truly a challenge. I'm the kind of gal where if I can't throw it on and go, I'm literally just not going to do it. I will totally forget about the product. It will sit in the back of my bathroom cabinet for weeks that turn into months, and then I will probably just toss it. That's what was going on while I was searching for the right skincare routine, but that was until I found Curology. The thing that I love most about Curology is that it easily fits into my routine and that my skin looks amazing. Curology is game-changing custom skincare made for you by a dermatology provider. They'll get a custom prescription cream for your specific goals, whether that's tackling acne, clogged pores, skin texture, dark spots, fine lines, or something else. You start by taking a short quiz online and uploading photos of yourself, and if it's a good fit, they'll ship you your formula right to your door. It even has your name on the bottle, which just kind of makes me feel fancy for some reason. I got my formula and it addresses dark spots, skin texture, and firmness because you gotta make sure that face stays young. Over the past year that I've been using this, I have noticed that my skin is so much brighter and I'm just not struggling with my skin anymore. I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh my god, look at you. The rich moisturizer leaves my skin feeling so hydrated and smooth, which for me is huge because I have really, really dry skin naturally. And the best part is that everything comes in one box so you can customize how often you need your shipments. I get my box every 2 months and that is like the perfect fit for me. Curology fits so seamlessly into my routine that it's just been so easy to stick with and I'm loving the results. Get started with Curology just like I did with a free 30-day trial at Curology.com/morbid. Just pay $5 for shipping and handling. That's CUROLOGY.com/morbid to start your free 30-day trial. Cancel anytime. Prescription subject to consultation.
But wow, that was pretty wild.
We had a lot of crazy tales, y'all.
We did. You guys keep on keeping it weird.
You guys just genuinely kill it all the time.
And please continue to do so, because we want to keep doing this forever and ever.
Forever.
I'll be so happy loving you.
If you don't get that, it's a deep cut.
Oh, thanks, guys, for writing in.
And we hope you continue to write in, and we hope you continue to keep listening.
And we hope you
keep
it weird.
Keep it so weird that you write us tributes about Bailey, because that was the most beautiful thing that I ever had in my life. And
Truly.
Definitely keep it so weird that your dead mom sends you a sign, because that made me so happy. It made my heart sing. Don't keep it so weird that your ghost gets attached to you, because that seems like it could become a problem later. Definitely don't keep it so weird that you're camping in the middle of the woods, because I love that story so much, but like, just don't camp in the woods because it's so scary. And do not keep it so weird that John Wayne Gacy
is your boss at any point in life.
Yeah. Boom.
Don't do it. He's gross.
Bye.
I like things my way, my coffee, my schedule, and my treatment. So I talked to my doctor about self-injecting with the Vyvgart Hytrulo pre-filled syringe, which contains efgartigimod alpha and hyaluronidase QVFC. It's injected under your skin, subcutaneously. It means I can inject in my space, on my time. It's my treatment, my way. Visit VyvgartMyWay.com. That's VYVGART myway.com. And talk to your doctor about Vyvgart Hytrulo. Brought to you by Argenix.
You've tried melatonin, the white noise machine, the blackout curtains, the magnesium, and you're sleeping fine. Not great, just fine. At some point, you have to consider the 4-year-old pillow is doing more damage than the magnesium is fixing. Coop Sleep Goods is running a bundle sale July 9th through the 20th. The starter bundle is the move. 2 pillows plus a sheet set, 40% off. And we're not saying it'll fix everything. We're just saying you've tried everything else. Coop's pillows are adjustable, designed to fit how you sleep, not just tolerate it. Mix and match any 2 pillows at 25% off or go all in on the starter bundle. One real upgrade beats 6 mediocre ones. Head to coopsleepgoods.com/comedy. That's COOP sleepgoods.com/comedy for 40% off the starter bundle and 25% off all other bundles.